Hello everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. It's another episode of Art with J Monteith, and today I'm going to be doing a random, off the top of my head, color selected pinks and purples abstract. Today it's all about pink, and if you want to see how this blank canvas of YUPO paper turns out, then stick around. That's coming up right now. Yay! So I'm really excited that you're watching today. As I mentioned, it's just going to be off the top of my head alcohol ink painting, and I'm going to be picking my colors right now. So while I'm doing that, I just wanted to say a big thank you and a big hello to all of you who are watching out in California. I know a lot of you are watching from there, so I'm really, really grateful for you to be viewing all the way here in Canada. I'm in north of Toronto, and yeah, it's actually cold today, so I really wish I was in California. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Maybe I will have a trip out there. So okay, so I'm picking up my colors today, which are going to be pinks and reds and purples. I might even use some white. And again, I'm going to be listing all of these products down on my page, as I always do. So if you're interested in purchasing any of these products, they will be listed there. And if you have any comments or suggestions as far as color combinations, I'm going to be doing some of these on a regular basis. Like I said, I'm going to be selling these. So if you're at all interested, you can check out my website, which I will have also linked down below. And yeah, let's get started. So my favorite colors, pink, which is magenta, and I've got some passion purple, and I'm going to throw in some chili pepper red. And of course, I always use the cleanup solution. And where is it? The color extender. So here we are, good to go. And then also I like to just have a little egg cup on the side with some cleanup solution if I'm using brushes and that sort of thing. So yeah, and of course paper towel, and everything's mounted and adhered down onto the self-healing board with washi tape, my favorite tape. Just make sure you adhere it down really, really well, and maybe use the thicker tape. It's easier to just rip off. Okay, cool, so let's get going. Okay, I'm also going to use some gold too. I really like the metallic. I have a really good video on how to use and create metallic effects using gold. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave that up there too. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start off with pink, and let's just get going. Okay, some pink, and let's maybe try some red. And I think I actually am going to use some white right away. Just remember not to put the tips, if you can help it, right into the ink. Because that's annoying when you get a different color in the tip of the container. So, okay, I'm going to use some cleanup now, right away. So just basically just keep layering on top of each brush stroke and ink that I drop down. Okay, color extender. So a lot of times other than the colors that I select, really don't always know which direction my work is going to go. And you just kind of just know by intuition too when you really, really like something. And sometimes it's really hard not to continuously go over your work because you think you can perfect it. And of course, I'm one of those people that are always chasing perfection. And there really is no such thing. What really is important is that you really, really like the work that you're creating and you're satisfied with the results. It really doesn't matter what other people think. There used to be rules in art, and you know what? There isn't really any more. Rules are meant to be broken. Okay, I think I'm just going to do a bunch of cleanup solution right here. Oh, I should try the new solution here. See how that turns out. I think I'm just going to change the camera setting because it looks a little bright on screen. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think this is a little more realistic in the light. I think it was overexposed, so I must have had the auto lock on my iPhone, so it looked a little bright. So hopefully that's more realistic for you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move the board and just do slightly different technique here. Oh, I really need a bigger table, honestly. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, extender. No. Okay. So this is a really cool technique too that I like to use, and just gives a really kind of neat abstract effect. That's why I like using a self-healing board, because it's flexible, and then you can just use one obviously for cutting every day for your art, and then another one for just doing actual art on top. So okay, let's see. I'll put a bit more red up here. Okay, I'm actually going to flip this around. And now work from this way down. So as you can see, that drip effect, which is really, really popular right now. Everywhere you go, everybody's doing drips. But it is really cool. And when you use the color extender, it just, you know, it doesn't dry up as quickly as the cleanup solution. And of course you want to be careful, like I almost did. Let it run on the other end. Okay guys, so I am going to time-lapse the remaining part of this video so you can see the condensed version up until right to the end. And I changed directions a lot of times throughout this piece. So what you saw at the beginning is completely different at the end. So stick around and you'll see what happens. Okay guys, I think I'm getting pretty close here. I'm loving the colors and the metallics. They're amazing. I'm so glad I used them. And I've taken off the tape. Now there are some issues. I did have some bleed over here, and I needed to touch up an area or two because I just had too many things going on the table and some ink on the side. So as a tip, there is a great product that I recommend for touching up, not just on YUPO paper, but other substrates as well, other types of paper, and that is the Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. And if you've heard of P.H. Martin, you'll know that it's a company that carries an extensive line of inks and watercolors. And I like using their Hydrus line. Their colors are really, really intense. In fact, I'll show you a piece right here that I worked on not that long ago using the Hydrus line watercolor. It's really, really pretty, and I use some metallics as well. So I might show you a video on utilizing watercolor from P.H. Martin, but go ahead and get this. Just remember that it's not waterproof, and it's not intended to be mixed with other colors, just for touching up. Okay guys, here is the finished original painting signed by me. I thought I'd show you in the morning light so you can really get a good sense of the really pretty colors, the metallics and the pinks and the reds all came together really, really nicely. And it's hard to believe that it ended up here based on the original direction that I was taking, but that's the way art goes. So if you are at all interested in purchasing this beautiful original painting or even a print, I will leave a link in the description box below. And if you did like this video, then obviously give it a thumbs up, and I really appreciate you guys. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon. Take care.